Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Kathy Hilton, who apparently doxed herself. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it on Twitter, it's all over, and she put out her phone number. Plus, she's addressing some of the backlash from Paris Hilton's documentary where she was sent to a boarding school, which was awful. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about this whole concept of boarding school. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so Kathy Hilton was sort of addressed over Paris Hilton's documentary that came out months ago. It might even be a year at this point. And when the documentary came out, it was Paris talking about her journey at Provo Canyon and how abusive they were at the school. Now we know that Paris Hilton is doing her best to make sure that no other kid has to go through the same thing that she went through. She said she was stripped down from her clothes. She wasn't allowed to call her parents. If she complained to her parents, they would take her phone calls away. And for Kathy and Rick, they were trying to say that they simply were just trying to save their daughter. Their daughter was sneaking out of the Waldorf Astoria. She was partying all the time. She was going out. She was having late nights. Who knows what she was doing, whether she was drinking or whatever the case was, but they felt like she was on the wrong path. So they thought, hey, why don't we send her away to a boarding school and this might actually help her. I really don't believe that had they have known what was going on at Provo Canyon, that they would have sent their daughter there to go through that. Now, the boarding school situation is a big topic of conversation right now. If you guys are watching The Real Housewives of Dubai, because Caroline Stanbury got a lot of backlash for chiming in on Caroline Brooks, well, her decision to send her son to boarding school. Now, Caroline Brooks was saying, listen, whether he likes it or not, I'm sending him to this boarding school. He's been on a wait list for a long time. And I think that this will shape him up and teach him a lot of manners and everything that he needs to know going into the world. It'll make him a stronger, better person. Caroline Stanbury is like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't know why you think that. Maybe you think that from a perspective of somebody with new money and not necessarily knowing what kind of toll it takes on you as a child to go through boarding school. Caroline Stanbury has mentioned numerous times that she's emotionally disconnected from being in boarding school and that it sort of felt like a prison for her, that she felt like she had abandonment issues, that she didn't, feel close to her family. She doesn't have a close relationship to her family now, and, so on and so forth. So she's explaining this to Caroline Brooks, but Caroline Brooks does not want to hear about it. She doesn't care. And she, as a mom, is going to make the decision that she feels like is right for her son, which that's fair. That's Caroline Brooks's son. That's her child. She can do whatever she wants. Now, for Caroline, I think it's a completely different situation with sending her son to boarding school because he seems very well-mannered. And Paris Hilton, like, she was partying. Caroline Brooks' son is young. He's not out partying. He's not out drinking, and Paris, she was running around New York City. So I think that there's a huge difference here as to why one would be getting sent away to boarding school as opposed to the other. For Paris Hilton, I think that Rick and Kathy really thought that they were saving their daughter by sending her away. And at the end of the day, it just is what it is. But one fan said, I did not like you, especially after the Paris, special about where she was sent, but you seem like good people now. She said, thank you. We were very scared. We love our daughter and we were trying to save her. And she did say at one point that she couldn't even watch the documentary. And we saw where finally she sat down to watch the entire documentary and everything that she went through, Paris. And Kathy was just squalling. Kathy seemed like she was kind of wanting to emotionally disconnect herself from the documentary because she didn't feel like she could watch what her daughter went through. She didn't want to hear what her daughter went through at the time because she, as a mom, probably felt like, look at the pain that I inflicted on my daughter. Now, getting back to it, Kathy Hilton doxing herself, which is kind of interesting. It's a time of people being doxed right now because we had the Lisa Rinna and Patrick guy, they doxed each other. And now Kathy seemingly accidentally doxed herself because she was looking into a teacup puppy, right, on Teacup Tales. And she reached out, giving her phone number and blasting it all over Twitter. Ugh. Not the best. Now, fans are skeptical as to why she put that out there, if it was an accident or if she's just playing like she didn't know what she was doing. But I honestly believe that she was really thinking that she was messaging the people, and that's why she stuck her phone number on the internet. She put at teacuptales.com/puppies, please call me about Mila at, and then posted her phone number. People started responding to her. Oh my God, Kathy, no, take it down, take it down. And she's like, how do I delete? Then of course you saw where people on Reddit were going nuts about this, and it goes through. Of course, in true Hilton fashion, she was trying to buy a handbag chihuahua. Another person said she's been doing this stuff on social media for years. People are multifaceted and smart in some ways, dumb in other ways. I don't think that's nice because sometimes I'm not the most tech savvy. Jason helps me out with a lot. Others suspected that Kathy's negligence was intentional, with one Redditor saying, I just don't buy this act. But I don't understand why anybody would think that she would purposely post her phone number for people to start contacting her. And now she's probably had to change her phone number, unless she posted her assistant's phone number, which that could have been the case as well. Someone else pointed out that there was no good reason why Kathy would purposely share her phone number, saying, I don't understand how people are saying her not knowing how to use technology is an act when she literally posted her personal phone number on Twitter. Why would she do that on purpose? Another one said, I understand the kooky thing is calculated, but I think that there is some truth in her actually being eccentric and a bit out to lunch. Now, while Kathy obviously has her hands full after giving her number out on Twitter, few of lucky fans, I guess, captured her phone number, but it's not like she's going to answer it. Honestly, at this point, she's probably going to change her phone number. So if you guys think you're going to be able to call Kathy Hilton, you're most likely not going to be able to call her. If you want to get to her, you have to go through Emmy. And that's what I had to do to get my Kathy Hilton interview. So that's how it works. You don't just get to Kathy Hilton, whether you got her phone number or not, just like I'm sure Lisa Rinna also changed her phone number. Once you're doxxed and you put it out on the internet, it lives on the internet forever. Then everybody has your contact information. And that's just kind of a scary place to be in. And you don't want random people just messaging you and calling you all day, especially not when you have the famous last name of being a Hilton. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are, though, especially when it comes to the whole, the backlash that she got from the Provo Canyon School, the documentary with Paris Hilton. Can you understand where she's coming from, feeling completely terrible, thinking that she was saving her daughter? Or do you think that this was a case of a parent just trying to send their kid away? Because it's not like the other three got sent away to a boarding school. And I think had Paris not have been acting up and running around New York City and sneaking out of the hotel, because she did say that in the documentary, that she would sneak past security at the Waldorf Astoria and she would go out through, I think she said the parking garage or something like that, but she knew what she was doing and she knew how to maneuver it. She knew how to get around and she was partying. She said that. So maybe Kathy and Rick really felt, I honestly do believe that they really felt that they were saving her. But I want to hear your guys' opinions. So go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts on that? And what are your thoughts on the doxing situation? Kathy Hilton doxing herself. Nobody had to do it for her. I do believe that that was just an accident, but hopefully not too many people got her number. Again, though, it lives on the internet forever. And don't forget that tonight we are going live at 7 p.m. Eastern for Let's Whine About It. We have a lot to talk about, and we will be talking about it tonight. So we'll see you 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.